everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, what am I watching? Tonight's movie is See How They Run. Just came out on HBO Max. It's kind of cool, right? In the West End of the 1950s London's plans for a movie version of a smash hit play come to an abrupt halt after a pivotal member of the crew is murdered. Alright, 6.7 on IMDb, 12,259 people rated it so far. In this is the reason I'm watching it. Adrien Brody's in it, and Sam Rockwell is what I noticed. I'm sure there's other people that I'll recognize, but so that's I'm kind of excited. I don't know if it's going to be any good. It just came out, so I got my Voodoo or whatever it was, and they said, "Hey, this is out," and I was like, "Okay, cool. It's on HBO Max." That's so cool. Like, it's now that it's shifting. You know, usually what happened previously, when it would come out of the movies, it wouldn't even be on Netflix or Redbox. You couldn't even get it there. You had to stream it and pay Amazon or Voodoo or something like that, whatever your provider is, and like DirecTV, whatever you have. And now they're starting to hit Redbox a little bit more, Netflix a little bit more. I mean, I don't know. Not really Netflix, I don't think, because I don't know, who cares? But anyway, long story short, now it's on HBO Max. So if you have HBO Max, it's free, right? So, alright, that's enough. That's pretty cool. So if you learned anything tonight, hopefully that's helpful. Probably not. Alright. Oh, and Don't Worry, Darling, I think just came out. Well, anyway, but alright. I'm going to get into it, find out what it's about, give you a better idea, let you know what I think. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of See How They Run. No check-in tonight, not necessarily needed. Do want to say her name because I won't remember it. Saoirse Ronan. She plays the constable that helps with Sam Rockwell, who's like the lead. Is he a detective or whatever? Yeah, inspector. That's what it is, an inspector. So, essentially, it's a movie about a potential movie. And I shouldn't say at first. I really thought the concept was interesting. So the play that they're doing is called Mousetrap by Agatha Christie, which is essentially a murder mystery play that they want to turn into a film. Adrien Brody plays the director, who's going to be the director for the movie, and then there's everybody else. He's the only other one, the name that I actually recognize, right? But there's the cast and everything like that. So what happens is, right in the beginning of the film, Adrien Brody, he gets murdered. So, and so it's all murder mystery, a whodunit, if you will, to try and figure it out. Sam and the constable are like trying to figure this all out. So they're going around and investigating everything. So it's like, you know, what you would expect, but it's really the play. And they set it up at first. I thought it was very interesting that they, you know, they start talking about the movie, and it's like this movie. So I like that. It's like this movie was about the movie that they were going to try and make, and they're trying to solve this murder mystery. So that concept I thought was pretty neat. Even like right in the beginning when they first, you know, the writer was talking, and he's showing him talking to the director, and they're like, "How are we going to do this?" And he's like, "Flashbacks." And he's like, "Absolutely not. Flashbacks are lazy. You don't do flashbacks. It ruins the momentum of the plot," so on and so forth. He's saying, and immediately the actual movie goes into a flashback, or it's already in a flashback. And he's like, and then when you have the words on the screen like 3 weeks later or something like that, he's like, "I'm not putting that in the movie," but that's in this movie. So I liked it. But here's where I came to not love it. There we go. I liked it. It's like Clue. It's like any of those murder mystery movies where, you know, everybody could be a suspect, and the inspector is going to figure it out right at the end, and it's going to be like, "Oh, okay," right? I mean, we know that. And they even say that in the beginning of this movie. So that's what you're expecting the whole time. So my whole thought is, how is it going to be different for me, right? I mean, I get it's a movie about a potential movie, and I like it, but still, outside of that, when it comes down to brass tacks, how are they going to make this murder mystery different than every other one? And I don't think they did a good job of that. So, and I don't want to. I don't want to give anything away at all, and I'll just leave it at that. That's my little bit of a gripe. Enjoyed it. Enjoyed the acting. Enjoyed the concept. Enjoyed the setting. Everything I thought was done really, really well, and it was fun. If I've never seen a movie like this before, so I like Sam Rockwell. I'll watch any movie he's in, of course, and I liked her. Whatever I said, or Serene and Ronan, whatever. I thought she was. I liked her role. I liked her character. I thought she added well to the film. You know, she's kind of playing a constable who wants to be a sergeant someday. So she's really trying to learn from Sam Rockwell, and so on and so forth. And there's a lot of good characters in this, I think. But again, for me, they didn't hit that high note, if you will. So I am going to talk a little bit more openly about it, just a little bit. I'm not going to give away the ending. Actually, you're not allowed to. But if you want to go, you can. I'm not. But I do want to say spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Not really, but real quick. How they chose to end it, right? The whole whodunit, right? We know that's going to happen. And how they chose, and how they told the story. One thing I always like in these kinds of things is, like, I'm trying to figure it out too, right? So you're watching everything that he's doing, and I know that I'm not going to be able to because I'm going to miss something or so on and so forth, right? That's probably going to happen, or that it's not going to be that good. If I can't figure it out, then, you know, I don't know. It's probably not that good. But in this case, that's what I wanted. And when they flip it for us, and we're like, okay, they didn't make that possible. That's what I don't like. It didn't make it possible for us. And maybe that wasn't the point, but that's kind of why I didn't love it. So there you go. Hopefully I don't think I ruined it for you, but that's just me. Maybe you'll figure it out. But, alright, that's it. Hopefully I was helpful. 6 or 7. I did like it a lot, though, and had some fun with it. But, alright, you stuck around this long. I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.